and welcome to The Rules Guru. Today I've got Alicia Newman here helping me explain the rules around hits inside the 25, and in particular those rules around the circle. So we've got two situations set up: when a hit is 5 metres away from the edge of the circle and when a free hit is awarded near the edge of the circle. So the breach has happened here, 5 metres from the edge of the circle.
It's really important that the defender makes an active effort to get out of the way, not just retreating back towards the circle. They could have to step left or right, depending where the attacker wants to run with the ball.
So in this situation, the breach has happened, but we're right near the edge of the circle.
So in this instance, the rules apply differently. The defender still must step back into the circle, but the attacker can no longer run in a straight line. Therefore, they don't have to make 5 metres. The attacker can choose to run backwards, left or right, and the defender can shadow in the circle within the 5.
So let's just be clear here, the attacker's got a free hit right near the edge of the circle. Why can't he or she run straight into the circle?
Free hits within the 23 for the attacking team must go 5 metres before they enter the circle or be touched by a defending player. So the attacker doesn't have the option of moving straight into the circle.
So let's have a look at the role of the defender here. She's come back, she's inside the circle, the attacker's got the ball. What happens now?
Well, it's important that the defender doesn't step out, try and reach or interfere with the play in any way. If the attacker runs across the top of the circle, they can track along the edge of the circle, making sure the ball has gone 5 metres before they try and execute a play.
So this is completely different to a situation when the free hit is outside 5 metres.
Here the attacker does have the option of running 5 metres in a straight line before they enter the circle. So if the player was to take off and the defender to shadow, they are influencing where the attacker can move into the circle.
And this of course would result in a short corner.
Correct. The player has influenced the play in an attacking movement towards the circle. In this situation, the defender has made every attempt to get out of the way and therefore should not be penalised with a short corner. The attacker has chosen not to run into the circle, but to run into the defender.
So Alicia, let's just be really clear here. What should the defender do?
The defender must make an intent to get out of the direction of the ball. That's the word that we want to focus on though, is intent. Is the player intending on influencing the play, or are they making a valid effort to allow the attacking team to move on with the game?
So there is an exception to this rule when the free hit is within the 5 and there's been a time stoppage. So we're ready for the time to restart again. What do we need to make sure the players are doing?
Well, because we've had a major time stoppage, all players must be 5 metres from the free hit. So these two defenders must retreat further into the circle or around the edges of the circle to be 5 metres from the play.
So Alicia, why is this different than just normal flow of play?
Well, in the game, we like to get things flowing quickly. So in a normal game situation, we don't want to slow this down. But because we have had time off, it's no longer an advantage for either team. It makes everything nice and clear for the umpires and players to restart the game.
So Alicia, let's talk about the different penalties that an umpire would award in each of the scenarios.
Yep, so if the defender's making a legitimate attempt to get out of the path of the ball, either backwards towards the circle or sideways, and they still interfere with play, it's a free hit for the attacking team. If they choose to purposely interfere, that's when we consider upgrading to a short corner.
What about when as a defender, I've stepped out of the way and maybe you were passing the ball to an attack? Like, am I influencing the play if I've
Unfortunately, you're still within the 5 metres. So yes, you do influence the play because if you weren't there, that pass could have occurred.
Okay, thanks for that clarification.
No worries.